Turn these into these. I'm the Great British Chocolatier and you're watching Chocolate Plus. Hello and welcome to another episode of Chocolate Plus. My name is Mark, aka the Great British Chocolatier, and today we are going to make 3 different types of chocolate bars in these mini chocolate bar molds that you see here. I've already started making chocolate earlier, so I have milk chocolate in here, I have dark chocolate, and I'm going to do white chocolate. We're going to be using Rice Krispie treats for the dark chocolate. For the milk chocolate, we're going to be putting some chocolate M&Ms in there, M&Ms, and the white chocolate we're going to have the Oreos to make cookies and cream. So without further ado, you know the drill. We put the chocolate in there for 30 seconds at a time, 3 rounds, stirring each time. We start off with the dark chocolate. These molds you can get from a place called the confectionery house, I believe. I'm going to throw a link down below. These ones are about, it says here, $2.99 for a mold, and of course I have 3 for 1 each, and we're going to see how they turn out. Very simple process. Melt the chocolate, 3 rounds. It's still rock hard, so round 2. And if you're using the wafers, which are the Sweet Tooth Fairy candy melts, where they take out the cocoa butter and replace it with a vegetable or palm oil. This particular brand I love. It tastes really good, and everybody seems to love it. So that's the brand that I use. With the dark chocolate, we're going to be putting in our Rice Krispies. I tried to make this last week, and I come to discover when I went to get the Rice Krispies, the box was empty. So hence, couldn't make them. Okay, so we've got our chocolate in here, melting, and as you see, this is the only part that melted, and that's why you have to stir. It's a good example, because the microwave don't give an even cook, or even heat, should I say. That's why you got to stir around to distribute that heat. And let's knock this off, there's quite a lot in there. There we go. And pop it in for another 30 seconds. So in there's approximately 1 bag of chocolate, give or take a few wafers. I don't put dark chocolate in the white, so let me move it over there. And I know people ask for measurements, ratios. Like I said, I don't always measure. I just eyeball it. So this looks like it's probably just a little under a bag full. So the chocolate is nice and melted now. So it's 3 rounds, 30 seconds, stirring each time. And I do have my little thermometer gun here. And the temperature in here is 113, which is kind of warm. Of course, this kind of chocolate doesn't need tempering, so it's not rocket science when it comes to, and it's not really rocket science in doing regular chocolate. You just got to make sure you're at the right temperature for tempering. But the advantage with using this candy chocolate is that there's no tempering involved. And so if you find a delicious tasting chocolate, then that's the one to use. And it's very simple. You just heat it for 30 seconds 3 times per bag. If it's 2 bags, it's 4 rounds. Not per bag. So there we go. Stirring it around also helps lower the temperature. You can also add in, yes, down to 110. You can also add in more chocolate, and that will also lower the temperature. Okay, so I'm good with that. I'm just gonna eyeball putting in probably half a cup's worth, like so. And then we're just going to stir that in and making sure that you get all those crispies covered in the chocolate. Now this is like a Nestle Crunch Bar. The Crunch Bar, I'm sure other brands do that. Okay, it looks like it could do with a few more, so I'm going to put in a tiny bit more. If you end up putting in too many, then all you have to do, if you have more chocolate, is melt more chocolate in a different container and just add it. You know, that's why I say making chocolate treats is very simple, no stress involved. Okay, so we have our mixture. We don't want it too cold because it'd be harder to put in the mold. And what we're going to do is put in a spoonful or two and fill in. I think I put too much in this side, and that's okay because we can take it out. And you're going to work it in to the crevices, to the end, but we are going to tap the tap it down. And of course, when you add in any cookies or in this case the Rice Krispies, it is going to cool down that chocolate kind of fast, so you don't want to take your time in doing that like I just did. And work kind of fast because it'll set up before you know it. And then get into the corners, and then we tap. And the reason why we do that is because it takes out any air bubbles that's going to be in the chocolate. You're going to make a mess. I'm tapping it too hard and chocolate's flying everywhere. So that's okay. You can fix this by scraping it off. Got some on the counter there. I can scrape that off. So now, and that's it. We've got some overflow, but I'm just going to keep it at that. This now will go into the fridge. So let's put this. In fact, if you don't have a mold, you can make your own bars. And since I have some left here, let's just make our own free-handed bar, which you can do simply by laying it on the baking tray. And of course this is parchment paper, which is also good to use because chocolate doesn't stick to the Okay, so if you don't have a mold, this is one way that you can do it. You can eyeball the squares, you can make them a little thicker. Like this one's, let me just break this one down a bit. And make this into a circle because now I mess. It looks a mess, but that's okay. Chocolate is going to be a little bit messy, but once it all hardens, You're never gonna know. Alright, so we've made a little circle ball here. That one's a nice size. And this will go into the refrigerator for about 5 to 10 minutes. And let me pop those in. I'll throw this in the microwave to get the milk chocolate going, and I'll be back in a jiffy. Okay, I sped this video up as it's the same process as it is before, melting the chocolate 3 times at 30 seconds each time, and then filling the molds. So there's some cookie. So there's cookies in here and pretzels, but these are going to be just eaten by my family. Okay, so that's nicely done, and all we're going to do with these is very simply add in some M&Ms, and we just drop them hickety-picklety without any, and they're just going to go anywhere. And of course you could drop pretzel pieces if you want. You don't have to go for M&Ms. You could use the caramel M&M. You could use peanut butter M&Ms. And it's really whatever you like to use. I think these are good. Could add a little bit of crunch and a bit of colour to the bar. And put a blue one in there. And the last one. Not really counting. Some of them have more, some of them have less. And I did rest. So there we go. Again, these go into the fridge for about 10 minutes. Let's put the white chocolate in. I'll put these in the fridge and I'll be right back. Okay, we have the dark chocolate in Rice Krispies ready, but I'm not going to take them out just yet. So I'm going to put those on the side because we got the white chocolate and we need a new spoon. Okay, first time round, looks like nothing was melted. That's usually always the case. Sometimes it might be a tiny bit melted, but it's still stirring. Because some of those wafers are hot, and we need to distribute that heat again. Okay, gonna get ourselves a food bag here. Let's get some Oreos. And it's not going to take many. I'm going to do 3, maybe I'll do 4. Let's get these out. Alrighty, second time round again, not as melted, but we stir them anyway. Distribute that heat. And now there has been times where it needs a 4th go in the microwave, so don't stress it. Okay, we're going to smash these up. Pulverize them. And that should be good. Let's see how this is doing. Yep, they're going to need a 4th time, as you see. And as to the whys, I don't know. I'm not a scientist. But that's just the way. Now, I'm going to put it at 15 seconds because 30 seconds might be too long. So if you do it in the 4th time, you're going to do 10 to 15 increments. because we don't want to overheat the chocolate because it can burn, and that's not a good thing. So is that done? Alright, there you go, it's mostly melted now. Some lumps still in there, so it's probably going to need another round, because these are going to also cool off the chocolate pretty fast. So that's 10 seconds. Okay, you say, well, why did you put it in there for just? Because you want to break the fourth time up into segments. Because like I said, you don't want to overheat the chocolate, because then that won't be very good. And not that you're going to throw it away, because you can still use it. You're going to have, turn it into a mocha or hot chocolate, a white hot chocolate. Alright, so there we go. Mostly melted. And we're going to add in our crushed up Oreos right into the thing and stir it in. And all those little crumbs become great, tasty, great tasty stuff. Okay, also you don't want to crush it up too much. There's some Oreos that are like 5 millimeters, quarter of an inch, because you want a bit of crunch to them. And again, we're going to just pop it in there, and we're going to space it out a little bit in the mold. Again, if you don't have a mold, don't stress it. You can make it on a baking tray and just formulate different, a bar shape, as you saw me do. And I'm gonna probably do, because I have some left over with this. And get the corners. Like so. And then we're going to tap it down. And of course we want to gently tap it, not like you saw the first time where it was kicking back up. I don't know what I was thinking there. There's not really going to be air bubbles. The Oreo is going to take up that vacant space. Okay, that's good. Oh, look at that. You can see the bottom of those, which I won't show you yet. But that's what it looks like on the top. I'm going to throw these in the fridge. Those other ones should be ready to come out. And so I'll be back in about 5-10 minutes. But of course, it will be a few seconds for you. So be right back after all this is set in the fridge. Okay, so we are done with our cooling. Let's unveil the Rice Krispies. As you see here, the mold. You see it starting to pull away. That's when you know that they ready to pop out. And you just gently coerce them, like so. We're gently pushing down. Now to see here, we're not going to worry about any extra, because I can use this to knock them off. And there you go. That's the Rice Krispies. So we got those. Take off the rest. And those would be fun to eat. So that's that, those. And now we got the Let's put these onto one side, in fact, because we don't waste chocolate. You eat it. Even the chocolate that's left in the bowl, you can heat up some milk and you can make yourself a hot chocolate drink, so that we use every last bit of chocolate. So those are the Rice Krispie bars. We have the plain milk chocolate with the M&Ms. Look at that. Doesn't that look nice? And again, you'll see what's still stuck on the mold and what's pulled away, it being a little lighter, and just a gentle push around the mold. We'll pop them out like so, and there's your chocolate mold with the M&Ms in the back. So we'll put those there. And last but not least, we have our Oreos and white chocolate. These are going to be a little more difficult to tell, but you do see that they have pulled away a little bit from the mold. And again, you just gently tap away, push away, and they will come free. So don't stress it. And they go into the wash. This one, I guess a bit of chocolate stayed on the mold, doesn't hurt the taste. Again, this has got the excess chocolate, which we will shortly fix by using this pastry scraper, and we will gather the goods and put them to the side. Okay, real quick, because I am going to wrap these up in foils. I have different colourful foils here. I have red, pink and gold. You can use silver on the other side, and all that you do is simply turn them around and that way, and there we go. We have a nice covered do one in gold. This is the dark chocolate with the crackle, with the Rice Krispies. Wow, that's the same color. Gold. Or you can just serve them as is, and you can surprise your family and friends once again with these wonderful creations, and making sure that you cover, of course, all the chocolate like so. So it's gold. You put these up here. Let me slide these along. The chocolate just fell on the floor. I just dropped it on the floor. Okay, so these are the ones that we didn't use a mold for. So there you go. You got a nice flat bottom right there. But that's it, an acceptable bar. You got this one too, slightly wider. And then the cookies and cream. Okay, it's a little bit more rustic, but rustic doesn't mean the flavour is different. It just means it just looks different. And let me try this one since it's round. And then let's see, this is with the Rice Krispie treats and dark chocolate. Nice crunch, nice taste, nice and smooth. The dark chocolate is excellent with the Rice Krispies. Not Rice Krispie treats like I just said a minute ago. So there we have it. You can make your own chocolate bars simply by pouring them into a mold or doing it freehand. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, hit that thumbs up button. If you haven't yet subscribed, hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to click that notification bell that will tell you when a new video has been uploaded. Well, until next time, happy chocolating, and we'll see you next time. Have a great day.